Hello, everyone. Welcome to season 4, episode 18 of The Buzz with yours truly, Mama T. Tonight, we've got a special band in store for you. They're called Live in the Light. I believe I found them on Facebook. I can't remember. I was going to say I don't know, but I'm not going to say I don't know yet because that's actually one of their songs. It's a Christian band from St. Louis. I say St. Louis. It's St. Louis. Whatever. However you want to say it. And we're going to bring them on. We're going to meet the band. We're going to listen to them play live. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after a brief message from Grand Forks Best Source. Today's episode is sponsored in part by Grand Forks Best Source. They're a cutting-edge local media broadcasting studio with captivating shows, on-location event coverage, and unparalleled advertising opportunities. Grand Forks Best Source has become a haven for podcasters like me seeking to bring their visions alive. If you're a podcaster looking for studio or platform, or a local business seeking to advertise, go ahead and email Paul at local@gfbestsource.com. You can call him at 701-740-9337, or you can go to their website that's listed on your screen there, gfbestsource.com. Tell them Mama T sent you. Hi, Allie, and hello, Live in the Light band. Thank you so much for joining us.
We are so glad to be here.
You guys, so we did sound checks here a few minutes ago before we went live, and you guys are just awesome. And I don't know if you were listening to the intro. I was going to say, I don't know, but you'll tell us.
Yeah, that's one of our running jokes too.
So why don't you, Allie, why don't you start and let's hear from each one of the band members and tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got into this band.
Well, I am a mom of 4, and I was very busy raising my kids, so I wasn't able to do music most of my adult life. And just a couple years ago, I started trying to get in bands, and I was in a different Christian band, and then I've been in a couple of secular bands, and none of them really took off. And then I was asked to do a worship for a church that was getting ready to start, and they said I could put together my own team, and so I put these guys together. And then that church wasn't able to secure a building, so we're just gonna go and do music wherever we can, any opportunity. So that's just been, we do some secular songs, but we really prefer to do Christian, and we write a lot of songs. So most of the songs we do are our originals, and so I'm gonna hand it over to my lead guitarist Martin, so he can tell you about himself.
Okay, I guess that's where we brag on ourselves. I'm a dentist. I'm the best dentist that ever existed. Actually, I'm the most humble dentist that ever existed. I'm kidding. I might be the best guitar player dentist that ever existed.
Anyway, I'll give you that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm the 1 out of 10 that doesn't recommend going.
All right, so I don't know what else to say. I don't know.
Okay, this is very uncomfortable for me, but I'm going to do my best. Hi, Mama T.
Hi.
Hi. All right, good deal. I answered an ad on Facebook, the post, and I was watching for somebody that needed a Christian bass player or banjo or whatever. Allie was the only one that answered, so this was definitely a divine appointment. So that's how I ended up here, and we've been busy ever since. So I'm gonna.
What was your name again?
My name's Jason Sportsman.
All right, Jason. Awesome.
Send it down the road here.
There, Mikey. Hello, Mama T. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Mike. I'm a drummer. Some people say self-taught, but I don't say it like that because it's a God-given talent. Never had a lesson. I just sat down and just started playing the drums. Been in multiple bands, played other music, but it just didn't feel right. So then I found the Lord a few years later and started playing for my church. And then just last year I was like, I would like to find a Christian band to join that could go out and play Christian music and not other music. And I saw an ad on on St. Louis musicians, and here I am. So I just have to give them praise all to God for the ability to do this and to continue to bring people close to Christ. Thank you.
Thank you. That was awesome.
All right, and last but not least, hi Mama T, I'm Joe.
Hi, Joe.
I play the acoustic guitar and I sing. I'm in quite a few different music projects, but I also reached out to Allie through a post she made in the St. Louis Musicians group about needing a male vocalist to help out with something that kind of didn't end up happening, but then I just kind of fell in here and we've been the band ever since. So I love doing music, and I'm so glad I have a Christian music project to work on.
And then let's give a shout out to our sound guy.
Yeah, and sound guy over there,
Yeah.
sound guy.
I think that's the guy that's in the brightly colored shirt, right?
Directing traffic, yes.
Yes, that's my husband, so he's pretty awesome.
So how long have you guys been together?
Well, Martin, the lead guitarist over here, has been playing probably 2 or 3 years now with me in various projects. We have Jason's been with us since the inception of Live in the Light, this version of it, I should say, because we started one previously. So about March of 2025, Mike entered the picture probably August-ish of last year. And Joe is newer. What do you think? November, maybe?
Yeah.
Around November, Joe came into the
Less than
picture.
6 months, for sure.
So your band is still actually just in the infancy stages, and you're already doing so well. Like,
Yeah,
you know what? I feel like
I had these guys out to open jams within the first month. So we had a couple other people that were in that are no longer available to work with us, but yeah, I had them out doing open jams right away.
And so the songs themselves, who writes those? Who composes those? Where do you guys get together to come together?
I've written some of the songs, and Martin's written some with me, and then sometimes we write some as a full band. We usually do it here in my basement. That's just the current location we have for practice and whatnot.
You said you have 4 kids. How do you have time to do that?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How do you have
They
time
say-
to do that?
You have 4 kids.
Well, I'm empty nesting now, so now I have time.
I feel like my sound is being screwy right now. I'm hearing an echo.
That's down.
How's that?
I don't know. I'm hearing my own echo.
Down in the back.
So the kids pretty much stay out of the basement. They leave you alone when you're trying to do what you're doing.
Well, my kids don't live with me anymore, except for our college one he comes back this summer. But all my other kids are not at home anymore.
You
And
don't look old enough for that.
I'm sorry?
You don't look.
You don't look old enough for that.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm 51.
So am I.
Oh, well, you don't look 51 either. I thought you were younger.
See, this is aging gracefully, right?
Exactly. Yep.
And you just got a bunch of babies back there in your band too, right? They're all younger than you, I bet.
Babies. Everybody's older than me except for Joe, who really is almost young enough to be my kid, but not quite.
Now that's funny. So who are your musical inspirations? Like, tell me a little bit about who you guys listened to when you were growing up, who supported your music career. Like, did you guys do stuff before this band besides just what you in the little intro you gave me?
For me, I really didn't have a lot of support from family or friends. I did choir in high school, played violin, and then I kind of self-taught on guitar. And then my inspirations were like Heart and Pat Benatar. I love any of those female 70s, 80s, rock singers, and then the Cranberries and things like that. So I'm gonna pass this around, and you guys can share.
Stevie Nicks too, right?
Well, I wasn't as into Stevie Nicks at the time. I appreciate her a lot more now.
So, I grew up to some crazy music. I used to listen to like a lot of Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, stuff like that. But now I just do a lot of my own stuff. I do a lot of like jazzy stuff. I like blues. I like rock. Like all sorts of music.
This is Jason again. How I ended up playing music was my daughter was growing up, and she can play anything. She can, bass, violin, guitar, sings. And I needed something. She was getting too old to go hunting and fishing with me and all that. That was getting kind of old to her. So I thought, I'm going to try to learn. If the good Lord will bless me and teach me how to play this banjo, we'll have something to talk about. And probably 10, well, she's 30 now, probably 15 years ago, I started my journey.
Awesome.
I'm going to send this down to Joe.
Oh,
Mikey.
I grew up listening to the 80s hair band rock, Poison, Motley Crue, Metallica, all of those, and those were my inspirational drummers. Tommy Lee, Lars is his first name for Metallica. Yeah, them two were really inspirational to me. And I just sat down and started playing the drums and it came to me. So I just want to praise him. That's all I want to do. So that's that. Thank you.
Lance Ulrich, yeah.
Yep. Okay, and then I've been playing guitar and writing songs since I was probably 18 or 19 years old. It was kind of like right after I lost my mother, and so that was like a way. It was an outlet for me. And I have one other musical project that I've done that's also family friendly. It's called Mixtape Romance. It's basically a love story that I wrote about me and my wife. But yep, that's it. That's it for me.
Did you play that, Joe? Did you play that yesterday?
Yeah, I always play. Well, she's probably tired of hearing it now. And then she's always the one. I got my recording studio in my bedroom, so she's the one who always has to hear me recording it. So she's probably sick of them by the time they finally make it to streaming services.
No. I bet you she's not. Just because so I could hear him making his music through the wall all the time, and just hearing it in its development stages and hearing it move along, and each step, and him putting in instruments and playing each instrument, because he played all the instruments himself, and just listening to the creation and listening to him do all the sound and all the vocals himself and everything. And then finally, when he was ready, he'd say, "Babe, come in. Tell me what you think of this." And I'd go in there, and it was just wow.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I
eventually,
figured out where my sound is coming from, though. It's because you guys have your phone there turned up, so I'm hearing myself talk on the speaker on your phone.
We got you. We'll turn it down a little bit. Sorry about that.
I just now figured that out. But if you have it down too low, then you can't hear me.
I don't know where we went.
It's not that. It's just the speaker back there.
Oh, you probably just tapped the camera.
Yeah,
There we go.
it's not cooperating.
Yeah. Technology. What do you do?
I know.
So where all do you guys play?
Well, so far we have played mostly 21 Rock, which is in Arnold, and the Hideout, which is in High Ridge, Missouri. And we've also played at Salvador's last year, and these are just places we've played open jams at. There's been a couple of others, Moonshine Blues Bar, things like that.
Talk about Battle of the Bands.
We have coming up in May 9th, we are going to be playing Battle of the Bands in Cedar Hill, Missouri at the Elks. We also have potentially a fundraiser coming up that we're going to be participating in, but it hasn't been settled yet on dates. So we're still very new getting out there. And we had an event we were supposed to do last year, but it got canceled due to weather. So we're always looking for new opportunities, but we are very new, and so we're just happy to be doing what we're doing.
So what I want to hear is each one of your stories about the first time you each played in public. Now, in 3 minutes, we're going to cut to commercial, and then we can come back and we can finish the stories. So why don't you each tell me the first time you played in front of people and how it made you feel?
Oh boy, if we're going back to the first time, besides church, singing in the congregation, when I was in 4th grade, I played violin in orchestra, and that was kind of scary, but there was a lot of other people playing the same parts, so I wasn't on my own. And then, of course, in high school choir, things like that. It was nerve-wracking, but it was also exhilarating. But the first time I played, particularly with this band, it was really awesome because we knew we were getting a message out that was for Jesus, about Jesus, and spreading that. And so even though it was a little bit nerve-wracking, the fear didn't outweigh the drive to basically, like, we felt compelled that we have to do this. We want to, but we have to do it.
So I played a lot by myself, and then I played like for family at home. But then I joined another band about 5 years ago, Dark Horse. Actually, I wasn't in the band yet, so my bass player invited me for a jam session. I thought it was a jam session. It wasn't a jam session; it was a performance. I didn't know any of the songs, and they would just say, "Play it in E" or whatever. So I said, "All right." So I just did it, and then I guess I didn't start bad enough. Next time I saw Dave, who's the bass player, he said, "Hey, you want to join the band?" I said, "All right, well, I guess I better learn the songs now." So that's how I started playing. So.
Thank you.
This is Jason again. I'm going to drop back to that other where you were talking about the venues we were playing out. These are two of them is what I would consider biker bars. So if you can picture this, you have 3 bands get up and play death metal, heavy metal, bang your head metal, and then the Christian band walks up and plays, and to a lot of applause. They're well received. It was interesting to do. So that was a really cool part of it. And as far as my first time, my daughter was playing with church, and the band leader, she told the band leader that I had bought a banjo. He would not let me out of it. He made me get on stage and play. My hands were shaking so bad I don't think I hit 2 right notes, but it was awesome. That was I love playing now. So that's how I got introduced to it.
Awesome.
Alright, well, hi, it's Mike. My first time, this was probably, 20-something years ago, decades ago. I was in another band. It was a secular band. And it was my first time being in a band. We played a local bar. It was my first time playing out. But the rush that I got after seeing the people get up and dance and hooting and hollering and all that just gave me a rush. And I'm like, I want that more and more and more. And then now that I'm playing it for the real reason, which is for him, I'm getting more of a rush. So, and I want to continue that rush.
For sure.
That's why I do what I do. It's all for him.
Awesome.
All right, and then my first time performing live was it was for church, and I vividly remember it because me and my wife were both shaking so bad. I went up and I played on my acoustic and I sang, and I had the recording for a while, and it was. I'm actually glad I lost it because it was rough. It was rough. But me and her, if I ever want to get her to blush, I'll just talk about. That's one of our moments that we share together. That was like just so embarrassing, and like we just vividly remember shaking while it was happening. But I'm good on stage now. I'm fine.
All right,
all
guys.
That's right.
That was thank you so much for those stories. If you want to think about your favorite moment ever on stage, what we're going to do is we're going to cut to commercial real quick. We're going to come back and we're going to have you guys play, I don't know. Haha, just kidding. No, well, if that's what you want to play. But we're going to cut to commercial real bit quick and we'll be right back.
When it comes to podcasts and social media, stick with the best. Grand Forks' best source. Keep up to date with local happenings and news, interviews with city leaders, athletes, nonprofits, and of course, lots of feel-good stories. You know, Grand Forks' best source is a great way to advertise your business or events with the most economical ad packages available. And contact us to find out how you can have your own podcast with the best studio in the area. Check out Grand Forks' best source on your favorite social media app. Grand Forks' best source, the Forks' best local podcast. Call 701-213-0863 or online at gfbestsource.com. We love the Forks. Grand Forks' best source, giving the Forks their identity again.
What's up, Red Lake Nation Radio? This is your host, DJ Soko. Come join me if you're Ace or Donnell from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Soko Saturday, where I have a new segment, Soko's Metal Madness Hour from 7 to 8 p.m., bringing the North all the new and classic metal to the masses. The first 3 hours will be the old school hits, the rock and roll classics, and all other genres of music. Even country. So come take a cruise with me, DJ Soko, bringing the fire right here on 105.3 WRLN, Red Lake Nation Radio. Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by AFS Automated Financial Services, your partner for fast, reliable, and affordable payment processing. Whether you're taking payments at the counter, on the go, online, or through a full POS system, AFS makes it easy to get paid anywhere, anytime. They handle credit, debit, EBT, gift, and loyalty cards across every industry and touchless options available for all in-person transactions. Entrepreneurs and ISOs can even earn monthly residuals through AFS partnership opportunities. The tools are yours. The income is yours. You'll get approvals in under an hour. 24-hour equipment deployment or reprogramming. Low, simple rates, matched or beaten, or they pay you, and 24/7 live customer service. You get the technology, rates, and support your business deserves. For a free cost analysis or rate quote, call 1-877-738-5010 or visit automatedfinancialservice.com. AFS, smart technology, real service, better business.
Visit littlebobbybuzz.com, your source for Little Bobby merch and music. Keep up with the bar and don't forget about the buzz with Mama T. That's littlebobbybuzz.com.
Welcome back, everybody. And we're going to go right into one of their songs. If you guys want to introduce your song and just go for it.
Awesome, thank you. So this song is called I Don't Know, and the reason we named it this is because it's about how we as humans can't possibly know everything that we need to know, but God knows it all and He has a plan for us. You guys ready?
Yep.
Awesome. That was great, you guys. So we did figure out this sound issue. So we're gonna, between when I talk and when you talk, we're gonna have your mic muted while I'm talking, just so that we don't get that feedback and that echo on it. So why don't we go do our little round robin again, and why don't you guys think of I hope you thought about this now, your most memorable moment on stage, like the one that stood out the most.
Well, I think for me it was at 21 Rock doing an open jam. The very first time when I had just started Living the Light with Martin, and we had two other players. We had Jason, and we had Dan Estes was our drummer at the time. Just the very first time getting on stage, doing Christian songs at a bar, and then being so warmly received, and people standing up and clapping, and afterwards coming and saying thank you for bringing that kind of music here. So that for me is my most memorable and special time.
My most memorable is I have a twin brother and he lives in Tampa. So he never watches me play, but he came out one time, he watched my other band play, and that was pretty cool to play for him. So he stayed the full 4 hours. So that was fun.
I'm gonna piggyback on Allie's moment. That was cool playing in the bars, and not just that one, some of the other ones. And talking to us, had one guy walk up to me and say, my wife's always trying to get me to go to church with her on Sunday. Just opens conversations, and that would probably have to be, a number of times playing at the bars like that. So that would be mine.
Well, here's where I might have to plug my church that I'm a part of. It's Christ Church in Fairview Heights. It's one church with multiple locations. We got one in Collinsville, Maryville, and we have another one in Scott Air Force Base. But back to my story of my proudest moment was when I was playing for my church, and my mom, who's never seen me play or never heard me play before, came to church to see me play, and me sitting up there on the stage playing the drums, looking at her, seeing my mom just as proud as she could be, that just gave me goosebumps, and that's my proudest moment. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right, so mine's a little bit different, just because it's the most memorable to me. It was the first time that I had a mixtape romance concert, and my oldest daughter, she actually practiced with me, and she did backup vocals for me for that whole concert. But the most memorable part of that night was the final song that I did. It was a song that I wrote about my father, because he wasn't there for me. And so I was singing the song, and then I looked down. There's a part at the end of the song that I just keep repeating over and over, that it's I won't be what you taught me to be. And I look down and I see all my kids down there, and I can barely make it through the end of the song because I'm crying. But it was just the fact of knowing that they're not gonna ever have to feel that way, because I will never allow them to feel that way. So, anyways, that's the most memorable for me.
That was awesome. Thank you for sharing those stories, you guys. Then I just love that you play at these bars. I want to know, were you worried about what the reception was going to be when like you booked these shows and you were telling them, well, we're a Christian music band and we'd like to play at your bar? Were you kind of worried about what the reception was going to be?
Well, considering these are just open jams and anybody can come play, I figured, we'll just see what happens. If it's not warmly received, you know what, we're gonna come back anyway. So I'm one of those people that I've always kind of been, I do my own thing, march to my own tune, and even though it might bother me, it doesn't really, because the need to do it is greater. It weighs stronger on me than worrying about, because you can't make everybody happy. Some people are gonna love you, and some people are gonna hate you. No matter where you're at, you can be at church and have the same experience. So it doesn't really matter where you go, you're gonna have lovers and haters everywhere.
Absolutely. And I see my producer, he's popping up some pictures that he found on your site there of all these some different gigs you guys are doing, a lot of pictures and stuff here. Do any memories stand out from any of these pictures? Did you ever have a time where you thought, no, maybe this is not what where we should be?
Well, one that there's some pictures and videos from the record store that it felt like we didn't fit in, but at the same time, that it seems like whenever it comes to music, there's something about music that's it's universal. So no matter what, even if people don't, and we're not necessarily, it's not necessarily worship music that's like shoving it down your throat. We're just trying to bring light to these people. So we end up getting pretty decent reception, but the record store really stood out because you had like some reggae type band, and then you have some like real heavy type band, and then you got us coming up there talking about Jesus loves you, and
Well, they had Jesus movie in the background.
yeah, and then they had some kind of Jesus movie going on in the background. So, but yeah, that one stands out to me. The record store.
Well, what was I going to? I remember I was going to ask you something else. I was going to ask you a bunch more questions, actually. I do have some viewers watching. So one of them is wondering if you guys take requests, because she would really love to hear Amazing Grace if you guys have played that before.
We're a lot better if we're a little prepared. Appreciate the request, but most of our stuff is original.
Tell us for next time.
How about next time we'll do Amazing?
Yeah, next time we'll have Amazing Grace ready for it. Should we be lucky enough to be invited back?
We could also put it on Facebook for them.
Yeah.
True. You guys can record it and throw it up on Facebook. This is a good friend of mine, and today is the second anniversary of her best friend's death. So she was kind of hoping for another song, but there is going to be another song after the break. I pray you will sing us another song. Also, real quick before our next break, what is your guys' opinion of AI music and how it's all being incorporated so much, and how does it make you feel as far as all these musicians that put in all of their hard work into this, and somebody can just say, hey, you know what, I can do it better on AI?
Okay. Do you want me to answer this now, or do you want to run the ad first?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So my opinion on AI music, and this is coming from somebody who I think I've probably written 60, 70 songs. It's not the same. So what it's doing is it's taking from real musicians, it's taking the best of the best, and it's spitting out some computer generated thing, which is really cool for somebody who maybe doesn't have any musical ability, or maybe they're just a lyricist and they can type something in. So it's definitely a cool tool, but it's never going to replace live music, because there's something different about showing up and seeing somebody perform for you. It's never going to fully replace that. So yes, it's definitely a tool that you can use. You can even use it for inspiration, but I feel like it's a slippery slope, especially if you're trying to create original music that you eventually want to make money off of. So I try to stay away from it.
That's pretty much what I would have said.
That's exactly what I would say.
Michael, we've got
Yes.
a comment from Amy, and she says, I'm Michael's girlfriend. I just wanted to say he's doing a great job, as well as the rest of the band.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Yes.
And tell her thank you for watching.
And thank you for
All
watching.
right, I think we are going to cut to commercial now, and when we come back, we'll talk about all the different songs you guys have. When when and if you guys are going to be in a studio and put out an album. But before that, we'll have you play another song. We'll be right back.
When it comes to podcasts and social media, stick with the best. Grand Forks' best source. Keep up to date with local happenings and news, interviews with city leaders, athletes, nonprofits, and of course, lots of feel-good stories. You know, Grand Forks' best source is a great way to advertise your business or events with the most economical ad packages available. And contact us to find out how you can have your own podcast with the best studio in the area. Check out Grand Forks' best source on your favorite social media app. Grand Forks' best source, the Forks' best local podcast. Call 701-213-0863 or online at gfbestsource.com. We love the Forks. Grand Forks' best source, giving the Forks their identity again.
What's up, Red Lake Nation Radio? This is your host, DJ Soko. Come join me if you're Ace or Donnell from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Soko Saturday, where I have a new segment, Soko's Metal Madness Hour from 7 to 8 p.m., bringing the North all the new and classic metal to the masses. The first 3 hours will be the old school hits, the rock and roll classics, and all other genres of music. Even country. So come take a cruise with me, DJ Soko, bringing the fire right here on 105.3 WRLN, Red Lake Nation Radio. Yeah.
Grand Forks, start your engines and listen close. The Red River Valley Motorcyclist Spirit of America Bike and Car Show is rolling into the Alerus Center for an action-packed weekend you don't want to miss. Saturday, May 2nd and Sunday, May 3rd. Admission is just $10. Kids 12 and under get in free with a paying adult. But here's where it gets big. Raffle tickets are just $50, and only 4,000 tickets will be sold. That's it. Once they're gone, they're gone. Now, those $50 tickets, they give you a shot at over $100,000 in prizes, including a Harley-Davidson Road Glide. Second prize is a Polaris Ranger Crew Cab Trail Boss with trailer. Third prize, a Yamaha gas golf cart. Get your $50 raffle ticket now by calling Tim at 701-739-1605 or stop in at Brewski's. And remember, every dollar raised benefits the Veterans Honor Flight of North Dakota and Minnesota, helping honor the men and women who served our country. $10 to get in, $50 to win big. Only 4,000 raffle tickets available. Call 701-739-1605 or visit Brewski's in Thompson today. Spirit of America Bike and Car Show, May 2nd and 3rd at the Alerus Center.
Visit littlebobbybuzz.com, your source for Little Bobby merch and music. Keep up with the bar and don't forget about the buzz with Mama T. That's littlebobbybuzz.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Here is Live in the Light. And go ahead and introduce your song and go for it.
So this song is one that I wrote a couple of years ago called On a Darkened Hill, and it's about the day that Jesus was crucified. You guys ready?
Thank you so much. That was awesome, guys. Um, yeah, there was a viewer comment that it's kind of hard to hear the words. I think the phone is the app we're on kind of compresses the sound a little bit. So the mic was quiet again, but you know what? You guys, so when I was in high school, I did listen to Christian music. I listened to Petra. I listened to One Bad Pig, which is like the metal version of Christian music. Um, and for mostly self-taught, you guys sound very professional and very gifted. I just wanted to let you know that.
Thank you.
Yes.
So also, I would like to know, you guys have so many songs between the five of you. I'm wondering if you guys have a studio that you're going to be recording at, if you've got any recordings or albums in the works, what you do with your music and where people can find it as well.
Well, we are talking to a couple of people about possibilities for studios, but we don't have anything solid yet. But yes, it's something that we are actively pursuing. But Joe has some things that from what he's done, so I'll let him speak on that.
Yeah, so I think I'm the only one out of us that has stuff on streaming services. Yeah, so I have one album on streaming services. It's called Mixtape Romance. Mixtape Romance is the band. The album is called The Story of Us. It's anywhere that you can find music. But I'm also going to help us get stuff recorded too, and get stuff out there, because it's taken years to get to that point. I mean, there's so much that goes into the recording side, the live singing and the songwriting. It's all different animals. But I'm definitely gonna help us get plugged in with that. So hopefully here in the next few months we'll have some stuff coming out on streaming services, at least a single or something. So just keep your eyes peeled on the Facebook page.
And where is that Facebook page exactly?
You can go to Live in the Light just on Facebook. So we have that page, and we actually have two pages because at one point someone had caused my page to be disabled. So I have two, but the one that I use most is we have a photo of a blue guitar with wings. So that is the one that we update more regularly.
Okay. So we do have time for some viewer questions as well. I know there is one regular viewer, what she always wants to know. Have you ever been invited to do like any fundraisers or invited to do any private parties? And how did those, like private shows, like birthdays, anniversaries, stuff like that? And how did those go for you?
Well, so far we've been invited to an event last summer that was a church event, and it was going to be an outdoor activity, but the temperature was like 112 that day, so it got canceled. So we were not able to do that. But they were offering money, so sometimes we do get paid, and sometimes most of the time so far we do things for free. And like we said earlier, we have another potential fundraiser in the works, and we are doing a Battle of the Bands. We haven't done any private parties yet, but we are definitely open to that. And you know, this year we're going to be pushing to do more things. Last year we were just kind of getting started, and so now at the end of March will be 1 year anniversary since this band began. So we'll be definitely pushing to do more things.
Awesome. Okay. We do have a viewer question. Have you guys ever thought of going live on TikTok?
We've considered it.
I mean, it's definitely something that's being considered. I think that we're still getting to the point where we got to get all of our songs locked in. So we've got enough to do the open jams, but we got to keep practicing for sure.
Well, and we have quite a few songs that we haven't brought out in a while too.
Yeah. So we're definitely going to at some point have those kind of live things, but the only thing we'd really be able to do at this point would be streaming our live practices.
We've got about 20 songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have quite a few from you.
Yeah. So that's definitely something that we'll do eventually, and probably live stream the any concerts we go to.
Yes.
Facebook Live.
Oh, absolutely. That's great. That's a great idea. Like anytime, see, that's another thing I do. Like when Bobby owned my late boyfriend, little Bobby, he owned a bar. And whenever people would play, even this last, what was it, 2 days ago, Elvis performed there. And I kept going live on my page with that. Like I had said before the show, the reason I do this is to carry on his legacies, keep live music alive, support the musicians that perform it. And we, like I said, we keep a G rating so that this show can be seen by kids that are interested in music and musicians' stories and that. So why don't we go around real quick and you guys tell if you had a kid sitting in front of you telling you, I've been thinking about getting into music. What advice would you give them?
I tell my nieces and my nephews the same thing. What I would probably tell anybody is just pick the guitar or any instrument and just commit to 5 minutes per day, which is going to actually be more than 5 minutes per day. But the goal is to just play daily. Just do it. So that's my advice.
For sure, exactly what Martin said, 5 minutes a day, and there's so much on the internet as far as streaming your chords and you can be up and playing in no time, playing along with somebody, you slow it down. There's so many vehicles on the internet to help people that are getting started up.
Well, it's kind of hard to practice on the drums 5 minutes a day in the house. So you have to work around other people's schedule. But yeah, I would have to follow up with them. Practice as often as you can and stay focused. And you'll be playing a song before you know it.
All right, and like I said, I don't know if I did say, I have 5 children, and every single one of them at some point has came up to me and wanted to learn how to play the guitar. So here's what I've done. I teach every single one of my kids the basics of guitar, and if you want to continue learning, I have them do that on their own. So I want everybody to have the opportunity, and that would be the same if any kid came up to me and said they want to learn music. I will teach you all of the basics of the guitar. But after that, the ball is in your court.
And I agree with all of what they've said, but for me, I have 4 children, and a couple of mine have been interested, and I'm just like, just pick it up. Just pick up the instrument or sing. Just sing anything. Your favorite songs on the radio. But then also, I'm really a big encourager of writing songs. So I try to say, hey, put your thoughts on paper and, try to put a melody to it because I just feel like that really enhances the experience for music.
Okay. Well, I really loved having you guys on today. You're so awesome. This hour just went by. It just flew past, and I'm so glad that you guys got a chance to be on and play for us. Like I said, you're so talented. You are so gifted. Just keep on sharing your gift with everyone. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having us. You were a great interviewer and very easy to talk to.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much, and rest in peace, Bobby. And thank you for carrying on his legacy and giving us this opportunity.
All right, thank you. All right.
This is Mike. Thank you again for the opportunity. It's been a blessing and an honor. Thank you.
Yes. We really feel humbled that you even considered putting us on since we don't have anything recorded in the studio yet, but we're really grateful for this opportunity.
Well, I do know how hard it is to get your name out there, and I'm on so many platforms, and you guys play live everywhere. We support the live musicians, and you guys got a great gift, and I want to help you share it with the world. So you guys have to come tune in next week, because okay, I'm gonna say his name, but you guys are gonna think me Vita Loca, and my life isn't that crazy. Okay, I've got Mark Anthony from the Shuffle Cats. He's a blues musician. Yeah. We don't have time for one more question, Jeremy. Because we already, yeah, there was a question asked, what's your most memorable and least favorite moment as a band? But we already covered that. But tune in next week when we finally get Mark Anthony and the Shuffle Cats on the show. We've been waiting. We had this guy on once before, and he is so amazing. Oh, I guess there is one more question. All right. Maybe if you guys can make it fast, because we're going to close after they answer this one, because we've got, like I said, Mark Anthony next weekend, and then we are taking a quick 2-week break after that, and tune in next month in the middle of the month, and we'll see. You'll be surprised at who we get next month too. So the last question is, if you could open for any artist as a band, who would it be?
I'll take it first.
Oh, okay, you do first.
Mine would be James Arthur.
I'm still thinking.
Phil Wickham. No big.
Chris Tomlin.
I would do Jesus Culture with Kim Walker Smith.
I don't really have a preference. I just want to play.
I'll open for anybody.
Awesome. Thanks so much for being on, you guys. Tune in next week. Keep keeping on. Keep playing that live music, and we'll see you next week. Today's episode is sponsored in part by Grand Forks Best Source. They're a cutting-edge local media broadcasting studio with captivating shows, on-location event coverage, and unparalleled advertising opportunities. Grand Forks Best Source has become a haven for podcasters like me seeking to bring their visions alive. If you're a podcaster looking for studio or platform, or a local business seeking to advertise, go ahead and email Paul at local@gfbestsource.com. You can call him at 701-740-9337, or you can go to their website that's listed on your screen there, gfbestsource.com. Tell them Mama T sent you.